Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Baltimore Ravens. The first of two here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. At the 25-yard line. Carr. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? You know, it used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number one things you want to take away, short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you've got to sit on those routes in order to cause him problems.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. 47-yard line. Carr now to throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, 53 yards. And the Raiders are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Raiders 7, Ravens nothing. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stephens. And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League. And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later.
and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And Marquise Brown is definitely a guy who can take the top off of a defense and make the big catches downfield. Also known as Hollywood, now in his third season from Oklahoma, wants to make more catches like the one we just saw there, the routine variety.
And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson now. Throwing left side, it's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 32 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Justin Tucker is a kickoff for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Carr. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Odafe Oweh just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Here's Carr to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. A first down and more for Jacobs. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, boy, I tell you, he is a complete package. The power that he has to run free, and then he's also got the speed to run away from you, as we saw there. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's 3rd down. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
To throw again on second down. Carr escaping the pressure right. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd
Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Throwing now is Carr. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
6 at the 18-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end, Andrews. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. That's out quickly to Bateman. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14.
Raiders 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
For Las Vegas, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Jacobs now. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw his Carr. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They feel great about their opportunity.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. Jackson will keep it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Lamar Jackson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
28, Raiders 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
1st down and more. Gets through and now an opening. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 16th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. To throw again is Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Raiders 21.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now factoring in the face mask, here's first and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On play action, it's Carr. Out to the left, that's where the tight end Moreau is. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
26-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's second and 10.
Carr to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown. Darren Waller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson being chased out left. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. But we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Jackson now.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I have to think that the Ravens are going to continue to find ways to get J.K. Dobbins the ball, and even more in the passing game this year. Just 18 catches as a rookie a year ago. Would not be surprised to see that number at least double in 2021.
Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins. with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all? Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He didn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Carr to try again after the pick six.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero, but we did see.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Lamar Jackson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Escapes the defender. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And a Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield. And there's another completion.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Rashad Bateman with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Ravens 63, Raiders 28. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
3rd and 2.
On play action, now Carr. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 25. 42 yards on the ground for him so far.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. He's to the 10, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 23-yard run. And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Raiders 28.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Carr looking downfield for Jones. He's got a man complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play there for the Raiders. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the gun, Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. But such a costly interception. Nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being a...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. This time, Jackson will throw it. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in. Well, partner, nothing but praise for me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it. One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Carr. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr again. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it. They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one. Now Carr, got to have this one. And now here's another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now. And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Open man is Duvernay. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead. Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense. After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
One final try now for Carr, eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers.